I like to ramble, ramble. I like to ramble, ramble. I like to ramble. Welcome to the innermost ramblings of Fiona. I'm Fiona and I like to ramble. It's actually been the way that I'm learning to get to know myself. I started voice memoing myself and feeling my truth as I speak. Like, does that feel good in my body? That's not quite right. I'll keep talking and then feeling, oh wow, yeah, that is not. So this is where I ramble and process whatever is alive, whatever is staring in me in any given moment, and invite you to listen. Maybe you find some identification. Maybe you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe you're like, what? That's not my truth. And I hope that you'd seek out your truth as you listen. Listen to your body, listen to your responses, and maybe even do a little rambling of your own. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoy. A disclaimer before we jump into it. These are voice memos that are voice memos. They are infiltrated by wind sounds and cars going past, or me being in the car, or they are not perfect audio. I can't sit down and have the same processing effect. There's often movement involved. I like being outside or standing up, or so my audio is unedited and authentic to the environment that I'm in. Hi. This is going to be a real voice memo. Not that all the other ones haven't been, but fuck. Here I am in all my facets. And it's real fucking real. Look, I'm like dropping F-bombs already. Hi. Yeah. I don't know what I need, and I know that talking helps me to process. So I'm just gonna pretend that you're like my best mate, and I can trust you with whatever comes out of my mouth, and trust this process of voice and energy moving through me, and trust myself and my truth finding through speaking and owning all my facets, even when I'm like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate that I keep doing this to myself. That I do not know how to stay present with all the things that move through me so deeply and fully just let them be, let me be. I don't know how to love all my parts. I woke up this morning and have just felt unsettled. My energy is all outside of me. Not all of it, obviously. Some of it's still inside of me. You're right. I'm just noticing how externally focused I am. And I know that I know that there's a place inside of me that is not affected by external things. And that doesn't come from trying freaking harder to not be affected. I know that it's a different pathway than the trying hard pathway. I got all my dates wrong this week. I don't know why I have in my head that maybe it's next month. I don't know, but I am a bit of a waif this week. I really like that word, even though it means like unkept and homeless. I don't know if I'm unkept. Dreads take a lot. I have dreads. And dreads take a lot of effort. So in that regard, I'm not unkept. But side note. Ugh. I just like the word waif, basically. Gypsy, I don't know. I'm between houses again. I've been floating around Adelaide so that I can connect with community, and I love it. I've actually I'm so different that I can have humans in my space like every day who, for want of a better word, are on a similar frequency to me. That's not a question, it's just, is that word the right word? I am different. I realized I moved to Adelaide and I started birthing things that have been in me and wanting to birth for like literally years. And I'm driving back to Adelaide from the farm. I went back to Ballick for my niece's second birthday. And complete side note, fuck, this girl is spunky. Like, this niece of mine, she just, like, to watch her, she is freaking magnetic. I am so in awe of her, and she's so beautiful and so, yeah, she is big. She is big, and she inspires me, and she's 2 next month, but my sister-in-law is pregnant with number 2 and due early August, so yeah, we celebrated a little bit earlier, but just to, like, there were so many kids there, and she knew them all, I guess, but she interacts just so fully, and like, she's obsessed with the wiggles, and just the way that she dances is so much fun, and like, she's just I just want everyone to see her and be like, wow, isn't she just the, like, and I'm just so, like, I don't know, honored that she gets excited to see me, and I'm like, I feel like I neglect her very often. Like, I don't see her as often as I would like, but she's still so affectionate, and she's affectionate with all her interactions. I don't know, there's this part of me that it's like, I'm watching little Fiona as well, because she does. My sister said today, I think she's looking more and more like you. And someone else said that I went on a retreat that I've been rambling and raving about. We had to take a photo of our child selves. And someone from that retreat was just like, wow, you look heaps like your niece, or your niece looks heaps like you. She's always looked like my sister, but I guess she's related to all of us, so, and we do all look pretty similar, so. Anyway, side note. But just heading back to family of origin, my body holds so much stuff, and I don't know how to stay with it. I don't know how. I just wanted to eat everything inside today. Real talk, I just wanted to eat everything inside today. And I feel completely powerless. Y'all, I feel completely powerless. And I don't know, like, I've eaten, I know eating the food that doesn't agree with me it's not just that it doesn't agree with me. It's like a disconnection from myself. It's a numbing. It's a, no, you may not feel this. No, I'm not owning this part of me. No. Like, it's an ignoring. It's a panic. I feel so alone. I feel so scared. I feel so unheld. And I don't know how to stay or move into that. And let it be what it is. And to name that actually feels really good, because I haven't been able to acknowledge that to myself all day. I've just been like, I just need something. And I've talked a lot about physical touch and that being a healing thing for me. It's been a long time coming, this physical touch thing, and the freedom to have it and move with it. Do you know there's something about kids, and they don't have all the filters, and I feel really seen by them. I was picking lemons off my sister-in-law and brother's tree, because they have a lot, and I was like, I can help you eat them. And one of the lads and my niece came along, they're like, we want to help, yay. And it's just so, I don't know, there's something in me that's becoming more and more free to interact as a child. And like less and less like somehow me being me is wrong. And kids get that. I think kids get it, but I also think kids are this place that draws that out of me as well. I feel really seen. Like, kids offer that to me. They're little souls. And they get it. They get it. Look at me changing the subject. So hard to stay with these parts of myself. So I've binged a lot today. And to say that, there's a lot of shame. Like, I let myself down. Why can't I just stay with it? Why can't I just breathe with it? Why can't I slow down? Why can't I let go? And all those questions aren't particularly helpful. I mean, they come from another part of me that's just like, why can't you just sort this out? But that's the part that's not allowing me to go deeper, I guess. This inner little child that's just like, I don't know, and that's the thing, I don't know what it is. It's definitely in part like going home and you can tell when a sheep is sick because it holds itself a certain way. Like when I'm checking sheep, you look for the sheep that are kind of scrunched in on themselves. And same with dogs, I suppose. If a dog's crook, it scrunches in on itself, like it has a certain stance. And people are the same. And I mean, this is getting more and more real. And I guess the disclaimer here is I love my dad dearly, but to go home and see how much pain he is in, and realize how much pain he's always been in and how much I feel responsible for that. It's interesting to watch my parents. Shout out to my parents. interact at parties with people. To feel myself responsible for things I cannot humanly be responsible for, and that I've felt responsible for a long time. But I'm noticing, like, yeah, that disassociation that that happens. And that's why, like, I'm just so not, I'd like to learn to stay with me. I started talking about physical touch, and I've noticed now that it feels like a safe thing with safe people, people that I've built containers with and have spoken about it and know boundaries, etc. It is a safe thing, and I've noticed myself wanting to reach out and be like, just hold my hand, this feels a bit bigger than I can do by myself right now. And I didn't realize that's what I was doing in the moment, but to reflect on it, like in the moments when I was just like, I just need a bit more, I just need to know that I'm not here doing this alone, and the difference that makes, and realizing that I can give that to myself, like that self-touch of like, hey Fiona, I am here. I know that I'm struggling to be here, like fully here, but I've got you no matter what. And I hate parts of myself that just can't seem to get that. And I don't want to love all my parts because they keep eating when I'm so full, when I'm past full, when I feel crook. But they're the parts that need, like, hey, I see you, hey, I see you, hey, it's oh freaking K to be like this, you're doing this for a reason, and can I just be with you? You don't need to change anything. I saw a story on a post on Instagram about like loving all my parts, like looking in the mirror and seeing all of me. And it's funny, there's this simultaneous like awe of my body and what she can do and how I feel inside of her, and this existing along this with this repulsion of like, yeah, but you still behave like this and you're still showing up like this and you're still, I still hate parts of myself. Especially this part that I feel really powerless with. And a lot of it's got to do with unknowns. A lot of it's got to do with the fact that my energy is floating around outside of me. I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and like homecoming, this energy actually living in my energy being inside my body. I've spent so long looking for me outside. Like, you tell me what I want, you tell me what I'm supposed to do, you tell me the rules, and I will tick all the boxes, and that will make me enough. I guess it was like, truth, there's only one truth, and that truth is never inside my body, which makes sense to me now as to like why hunger has been this enigma to me, because it's like that lives inside my body and I can't freaking trust my body. It's also why food has been this numbing thing, because it's like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong for feeling this. You should, well, even today it's like I should be able to navigate all these things without feeling. all these things. And I say that now, it's like, no. The feeling is the point. Like, this is the gift. And I judge myself so freaking much for feeling the thing. When, like, yeah, now I'm realizing as I talk that this is the gift. This is the gift. This is the way home. This is what I want. And that somehow something inside of me does actually love all of my parts. Not knowing, not having a plan, like they're all not knowing where I'm going to sleep at least 2 nights this week so far. I think maybe probably just one, but like the house hopping for one night, and I've got 1,000 things to do, the birthing of so many things, including myself, all at once. I'm like, how can so many things be happening all at the same time? Like, how can I be expanding at such a great rate and still be struggling with the old things? Or maybe that's the point. The old things are part of what's expanding so that I can learn to show up in a new way, and I keep refusing to. Not on purpose. It just sort of happens. Yes, I am burping. Welcome to my podcast. Would you like to breathe with me? Just for a little bit? Maybe find somewhere in your body. Let's start with finding somewhere that feels unsafe. I know that's easy for me. There's this panic in my center, in my tummy, this clench. It was okay that it was there, because at least some of the clench comes from it not being okay and then judging and pushing it away. So what happens if I just let it be there? I found somewhere unsafe. Where is safe? Find somewhere safe in the body, in your body. This one seems harder for me. I feel like maybe my shoulders. Maybe. I know there's a craving for touch there. The back of my arms, the outside of my thighs. Maybe there can be some self-touch there, like just tuning into like the difference that it makes. Just slow down and just notice these places inside me. I mean, they've been here all day. body wants touch, could use the support of your like, hey, I'm here. Like it or not, I can't actually go anywhere. I'm your human. I being Fiona. Fiona is Fiona's human. You being your human. Next invitation. Breathe. Breathe with me and notice what's there, what's here, what emotion is moving. Let me be with you, let me be with me. Let's just be with what is without needing to change it. This is the most brave, most uncomfortable, most brave, most vulnerable, most brave thing I can do for the world right now is just feel what the fuck I'm feeling and reframe that as like, what is it? What if this is the gift? What if this is the way home? What if this is freaking right? What if I am okay because I'm finally not okay? Because I'm finally acknowledging that today's been hard and I haven't slowed down enough to let it be hard without causing suffering as well, without judging the hard, without like I've made it so much harder because I've been like, yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay, but I'm not gonna give space to that. I want to say maybe this is the most real I've ever been. Certainly feels like pretty dang edgy, but also pretty dang like, this is what I needed. And maybe you were having a beautiful day, but I'm going to believe that even a beautiful day can welcome this. Like, I'm not dampening anyone's day by having this kind of day. Like, whenever I go to authentic relating and people are real with me, no matter what kind of day they're having, it's welcome. It's the realness that's welcome. It's the truth that's welcome. It's the energy and motion and the invitation just to see someone else. Like, I am realizing I desire to witness other people just as much as I desire to be witnessed and seen and held. Like, that's it, both ways. And it starts with me seeing me giving myself permission to just be like this unedited emotional energy in motion, energetic ball of things and name. Like, hey, I am doing what feels like a terrible job of loving myself. I'm going to slow down enough to let that be. Thank you.
Thank you for being here with me and witnessing. You are brave with me if you've made it this far, that you have made it this far. I need to keep driving, but I also need to get the instructions to where I'm going. So the end of this podcast has arrived. Yeah. Just want to finish with three deep breaths. And the invitation of whatever has arrived for you, whatever energy and motion is moving through you, emotion in you, that you would make space for it. Ask for what you need. If this has triggered anything, ask your trigger what you need. I'm still not sure, but I think it's just space and acceptance for now, for me. And like a surrender of like, my inner world knows, I think. So 3 deep breaths. And on the exhale, just sink so fully into yourself with permission to release, to be fully expressed. And out.
And there you have it, folks. Another episode of The Innermost Ramblings of Fiona in the books. Thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe and share and do all those things. And if you want to find me on socials in between time, you can find me at _innermost_ramblings on Instagram. Or check the show notes for other ways to connect. Until next time, have a brilliant, beautiful day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, whenever you are listening to this. From my heart to yours. Bye!